that game's looking great, isn't it? So, what you were just looking at were a couple of new videos released on Nintendo's official Twitter accounts that showcase new parts of the game that we haven't yet seen. And I thought it'd be fun for us to compare it to the original game as well, both to see how much the visuals have been updated, but also to take a look if there have been any other changes. So first, let's just take a look at the comparison itself. Yeah, I know we've already done a ton of these comparisons, but it blows me away every time just how good the new one looks. But don't sweat it, Game Boy version, I love your charming classic look too. Anyways, as with most of our comparisons, it makes it pretty clear that this is essentially a one-to-one remake, right down to the flowers being in the exact same spots. But there are still a few interesting details I wanted to point out, such as how we get our first look at the mermaid statue in the remake, and it appears she has a slightly different pose this time. Then we can see some palm trees have been added to the area to give it a little bit more life, but it's the area below where things get even more interesting, like how the rocks that Link used to hookshot to have been replaced with wooden crates. And then there's the fact that the terrain here has actually been modified, because the inlet that Link travels over has been expanded. In the original Game Boy version, it was only 2 blocks wide, whereas now it's been widened to 3, which now makes this ladder centered compared to the edge of the water. It's an interesting change, especially because it comes at the expense of land on the right. As you can see, the gap between the wall and the trees have now narrowed. So I'm not quite sure if this was done for any gameplay reason, or if it was just for aesthetics. Now the second scene doesn't really have much in the way of changes, but I did want to point out just how beautiful the water looks. I just want to go swimming in it, and I do like how you can see the land extending from the islands to the floor below. Speaking of water though, there has been one weird change. Because right around the dungeon entrance, we can see the little patch of water on the right has been removed. Huh, maybe it just looked weird with HD graphics? So that about wraps up for the videos themselves, but there is one more image posted a few days ago on the Japanese Twitter that I wanted to point out. Yeah, it's Richard's house! And take a look at how much has been improved since the original game. Wow. Yeah, they pretty much redesigned this entire thing, to the point where even Richard stands in a different spot. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I am stoked to play this game. And that brings us to the end of this video. So if you like this video, make sure to click that subscribe button and ring that bell for tons more on Link's Awakening and everything else Nintendo too. We'll catch you later. Bye.